Hey, it's the Atheist guy here. So, I'm making this video in response to Way of the Master and their newest video, One Nation Under God. Basically, they've compiled a lot of lies into one video and then expect people to believe it. And people do believe it because I've heard it cited off to me before, but this is it just goes a little bit too far. I've got the volume off on it, and I'm just going to let it play, and I'll try and tackle each point as it comes along. The first few minutes of the video is just scenes of people in the public eye who cite the name of God or something along those lines. Dr. Phil and a whole load of politicians and news presenters and stuff like that. So yeah, so we start off with more than 90% of Americans believe in God, which is their first lie, because so far as I remember, the latest statistics were something like 85%. And I would say that I think it's about 75% of that believes in the Christian God, but I would say none of them believe in the God that is described in the Bible. So yeah, we'll move on from there. Then it says, yet a small percentage of bitter atheists want to take from us the liberty that we have to love and worship Him, which makes no sense. The point of atheism is not to intrude in other people's beliefs. It is a statement of non-belief. It's nothing more than that. Yes, there may be people who do things, but let's see what they meant by that. So then it goes on to, they hate Christmas. Wow. All of us, seriously. All of us atheists hate Christmas, really. Because that's strange. Christmas has just passed, and I loved it. I got to go back to see my parents, my brother, I spent time with friends, other members of my family, got to give and receive presents. Don't see where I'm meant to be hating this whole thing. They protest nativity scenes and public prayer. Well, let's start on the nativity scene one. The one I heard mentioned about the nativity scene wasn't that they protested against it as such. It was that it was funded by public taxes, and it was put in front of some political building or something. I don't know, like a city hall or town hall or something like that. And the only other one I heard about was that they wanted the right to be able to put up something about atheism, but I can't actually remember what it was. Public prayer, other than it being forced or incited by some sort of political person or leader, like at the inauguration, which I really thought was quite off on that one. Didn't really like that. They go to court to stop the Gideons from giving out Bibles in schools. Yeah. Let me ask you something. If Muslims started going into schools and handing out Qurans, would you be slightly peeved? These small children, these young minds, have not got the understanding of the Bible, or if anything within it, to be able to say, yeah, I agree that all homosexuals should be stoned, or all disobedient children should be stoned, or that the correct punishment for 42 of the littlest children, for them calling a bald man bald, should be that they are all mauled to death by 2 she-bears. Not only that, but there is in your country, and well, hopefully in mine, a separation of church and state. So there should be no state action where people are allowed to come in and push religion. They want to remove under God from the Pledge of Allegiance and in God we trust from our money. I personally would. I know a lot of atheists that wouldn't. But again, separation from church and state, and these things were only brought into your Pledge of Allegiance and your money, like very, very recently, like within the past 50 years. So it's not as if it's sort of a long-held tradition, or it's not as if that it's always been there, or that it should always be there. And by the way, if you're going to start pushing the idea that this is a Christian nation, blah 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 blah, it was clearly set up to be a secular nation. And they even want to change BC and AD. I would know of no atheist that has said, you know what, I'm never going to say the letters BC and AD. I know that I would say CE and BCE because it makes more sense, and again, they're religiously based, so you know. And then they finish it off by saying, back in 1963 it took only one atheist to take prayer and Bible reading out of our schools. And then it's like, don't let it happen again, blah blah blah, do something, stand up. What? What? Sorry, at what point did prayer and Bible reading get taken out of your schools? You can pray all you like in schools. You can read your Bible. You can set up groups where prayer and Bible reading are allowed. You can do it in class even. Granted, you'll be told off because you should be studying. But you can do it at your locker, you can do it at lunch. The only thing that has been banned was the necessity for all students having to do it, or that it should be initiated by teachers or by a principal. That's all that's been removed. Why can't you understand this? Why? Surely if you're Christians and you have any understanding of any of this, you should realise, hold on, by saying what I've just said in this video, breaking one of the commandments. You're not meant to lie, right? This is lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. For no reason. Yeah. So I get a little bit annoyed whenever people do crap like this. Anyway, I should go. I shall see you guys later. Comment, rate, subscribe, and Way of the Master. Email me. Make a video response. I don't care. Do something. But you can't put out lies like that and expect, because most people will believe that. Okay.